I got kicked out of basically the reason why I got kicked out of my dad's house since I got yeah, basically I got kicked out of my dad's house because I'm guessing me and him kind of like butt heads and stuff like that because I wasn't really used to like living out there in Cali. I'm from I'm from Louisiana, but people say I seem like I'm from Cali, but I'm really from Louisiana. And so, ugh, and so like basically, me and my dad, like I said, butt heads, and me and my stepmom, we kind of like kind of got into it and stuff like that. Well, we didn't really get into it, but I was just out there, just I don't like living, cause I didn't like. I'm from a small state compared to a state that's gigantic, and little stuff in Cali amazes me compared to little stuff down here that I'm so used to seeing, like going to like Walmart, like after the movies. I'm used to that like 10 times, and like it's tough, bro. But honestly, the first day that I got down there, it was I had left like around. It was mad early. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning from Texas, and I had took a plane to go to Cali, and like they had to like search my stuff and all this and see if bombs and stuff like that. Like yeah, so whenever whenever uh whenever they got done with that, I had to wait to board the plane, and like I got on the plane. I think I had a seat by myself, but then again, I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, I had a seat by myself, and so after all that, putting stuff and all that, and next thing you know, bro, literally like we finna take off. Like the plane is going like almost 400 miles per hour just to take off, and like when it slowly lifts off, like I'm scared of heights, so I really like I don't I don't know how to, what I'm saying? I'm scared of heights. So being in the plane, that 9 times out of 10, that scares me more out of anything. So like we're literally like coming off the ground, and then we're going up, and like all I can feel is just my body back to the seat like this. And so I was like, man, like and then we will slowly just like gaining more altitude, and next thing you know, bro, like literally, we in the clouds, just looking down, like basically in Texas, and like it. I think it took only like 3 hours, maybe three and a half, but it took 3 hours, and uh, after being on a plane for however long, I couldn't go to sleep. I was mad nervous. I was texting my dad nonstop just to make sure he was there because I didn't want to be there and just be sitting there the whole time and stuff like that. And like then like after all that, like when I land, cause when you're in air, you have to put your phone on airplane mode. I don't understand why, but I'm pretty sure it's some importance until like putting your phone on airplane mode, putting your plane on airplane mode, nah, putting your phone on airplane mode. And, but yeah, so we landed, and then like I had got off, and I had my spray ground backpack. It was gold. It had like gold drip on it with like the little check, like it was like brown checkerboard type stuff. And I went to go get my suitcase, got my suitcase, called my dad like 2 times, and then saw where he was, and then like got me, and then we had drove all the way to this to a hotel, and I don't know if it was like Pleasant. It was Pleasant something, I don't know, but it was in Cali. And I talked to my dad and stuff like that, and we went by the house, and I had asked him like why we not in the house and nothing like that, and he was like the water heater had broke. I still don't know what the water heater is, but it's that thing that hot air, cold air. I don't know, self-explanatory, I guess. I don't know, but he said that had bust, and like all the floor was like wet, and like wood was already decaying and stuff like that. And so like I think I stayed down there for like I stayed down there. I moved in April. No, I moved in February, and he kicked me out in April. So that was like what, 2 months, 3 months, I guess. I don't know. I can't count. I'm not really focused. But first month it was just like it was tough. Like it wasn't tough. It was just a warm welcoming, and like I saw my stepmom, my all my. I consider my stepsisters my sisters because they're basically I know them by heart now. Like me, well, it's me, Regina, don't Darian too. That's my brother. That's my brother on my dad's side. But me, Regina, Darian, Jade, and Olivia. Olivia is the oldest. Then I think it's Darian. No, no, it's Olivia, Regina. I think it's Darian, and then me and Jade. Uh, and then yeah, so it was me, my stepmom, Olivia, and Jade, and my dad, and we all stayed in like one room. Cause in Cali, come on now, you're not gonna pay like $200 for like a night. Like, come on now. So moved down there. It was all of us in this one room. Dad had to go to work. Brenda, she went to go to the house and just see how it was and stuff like that. And just it wasn't no chaos in the first month because it was just because they were trying to figure out what I was trying to do with my life, and I told them I was like YouTube, and my stepmom was like, well, honestly, you can't be doing YouTube and like you're gonna be getting copyrighted and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, she right though. But then again, it was like I'm not really using copyrighted stuff. If I am, like, let me know so that way I can stop using it because you get copyright strikes for a reason, so you can stop using it. But I was like, yeah, you right. And like I think like after a while, like that's when I made like I think I made like maybe like 3 or 4 videos in Cali, and then when I moved back, I made one with Malik, but I deleted it because it didn't come out the way that I wanted to. I had to go get pictures on not Instagram, but internet and stuff like that. Or I could have got it on Instagram, but it was gonna be a lot of stuff. And that video was like 9 minutes long. And then I think second month was like it was more of a get basically get into the habit of waking up early, job searching, calling jobs, going to the place, putting in your application and stuff like that. And then like it was mainly just because I used to just play the game. Don't get me wrong, like I used to play the game. Like the first month I used to just play the game and just I didn't try to stay up, but it was that jet lag that like keep in mind that in Louisiana and Cali there's a 2 hour separation, so you can't really like. So right now it's 10. So in Cali it's like 8. So mainly when I touched down in Cali, I kid you not, the first like when I touched down, I literally went straight to sleep. I didn't wake up till like 8. Like I was so tired. Like it was like maybe like 11, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I went to go talk to my uncle on my dad's side and all them and all that. And, like, they were asking me, like, how long are you staying out here? And I was like, I'm going to try to stay out here for good. And then look at me now, I'm back in Louisiana. But, so yeah, so literally I went right to sleep, like, boom. That whole day was basically over. All that jet lag was, like, catching up to me. Sleep schedule was kind of messing me up. And then, boom, all that. So second month, it was more like, I was still playing the game like the first month. Like I was playing the game, talking to Broad, talking to Day Day and all them, and just like, cause I wasn't used to communicating outside of where I was. Like without Broad, without Malik, without Robert, without any of my homies or my homeboys, either one. I didn't like walking up to people, be like, hey, how you doing and stuff like that. Like I'm used to that, but it's not like with females, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna do that, like, cause people crazy out here. Like I'm not gonna do that. But like second month, it was more because but me and my stepmom, like we kind of got it. Like I want to say we kind of butt heads, but we kind of didn't get into it because she was like, "Well, do you think that you're going to be up here uh, do you think you're just going to be playing the game like every single day?" And I'm like, "No, not really." But like keep in mind that I had a tournament, like a Apex tournament, because I used to get in like tournaments. It would be me, Dede, and Bri, and it would be in like small tournaments, like. Basically, if you want to get somewhere, you always have to start small. Like right now, like I only have 54 subs. Like you have to start small, and then you have to like keep going up. Like you know what I'm saying. But still, so she said that, and I was like, I didn't really want to say nothing because that was kind of disrespectful. And then my dad, like my dad, he's kind of from Job Corps, and so they're very strict. So my dad kind of got that attitude and stuff like that. But my dad's cool though. Don't just so yeah, it was just more second month. It was just a whole lot of headbutting and stuff like that. Third month, it was just I think I left around like April 10th. Like it was April 10th, April something. My dad was like, cause one thing I wasn't doing, I wasn't helping them like with groceries or anything like that. Like my dad was like, well, Brenda's always hurt and stuff like this. She may not say she need help, but still help her because her wrist, like now I think she had carpal tunnel, so she had wrist on her shoulder and both of her wrists. And so my dad was like, don't be letting her do stuff around and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? I understand that because as a man, you're not supposed to be letting women do that at all. Period. Point blank. Don't matter what it is. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I would always hear a car door shut, but I didn't think it was her. But my dad was always at work, and he would get off to like maybe 4 or 5, and I was like, okay, cool. So it would be little stuff, like just like bags of like little stuff, and I was like, and I'll always be like, dang, bro, I didn't help her, or I didn't ask if she need help. Cause one day my dad, he was in the car, well, he was working on his car with this little speaker stuff, and I was playing a game, and he was like, "You not gonna ask me if I needed help?" And I'm like, "Uh, you right? That's my fault." He was like, "You right?" He said some words and stuff like that, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm slowly just getting myself closer to getting kicked out. Cause like he would always compare me to my brother. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my brother to death. I love everything about my family, the flaws, the everything, the pros and cons. I love it. I don't get me wrong. I love my brother. Like I said, I love my brother to death. But I don't like being compared to him because me and him have, you know what I'm saying. Me and him have different things. Like he has different flaws than I do. Like you know what I'm saying. I know that I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying. Everybody should know that they're not perfect. If you think of perfect, then people are going to tell you that, oh, you're not perfect. Like all this and all that. But yeah, but he kept comparing me to Darian because Darian was in the same position that I was in because he was out there too, but he went to National Guard and I'm not going to National Guard. And like after a while, it was more like what I would do is like me and my dad, we kind of went somewhere. We went to a place called Round Table. Bro, they pizzas are good. But yeah, no, that's besides the fact. But anyway, we went to Round Table and we just talked a little bit, walked around, and we had went to a place. I think it was like FedEx or something. And we went to a computer, and my dad was like, "You know, you really got a lot of talent, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but it's just I don't know, like, cause I have so much potential in me that I don't even know that I have." Like with Microsoft Word, I can do all that. Like I Times New Roman in front, like all that 11, 12. Like I know that already, bro. Like basically I'm hiding all this talent. Like I wish I had a laptop and stuff like this and all that. But you know what I'm saying, you gotta get a job for that. But down here is literally nothing down here but fast food restaurants. People are like oh, you need to get the job and stuff like that. Like if you understood like where I'm coming from, is like only time I want a fast food restaurant is when I'm getting older. I don't want one now when I'm 21 because basically I feel like 725 is not my worth. Like I feel like I'm more worth like double digits, not 725. What I look like excuse my language, but working my ass off 20, like literally like if I were like maybe 4 days out of the week or 5 days out of the week, and literally I'm making 725, and now I look at my check, and I'm basically I don't want to say get paid a bi-weekly check, but down here most likely you get paid a bi-weekly check or a weekly check, and you looking at like $200 or like $100 like per week. Don't get me wrong, you working your ass off every single day. You're getting treated like shit because at Dollar Tree, just never mind. I don't even want to talk about that. That's a long story, but that's besides the point. But so I think it was April 10th. I had got kicked out of my dad's house. He had told me he bought me a bus ticket. The next day, and I had an interview the next day for Foot Locker at it was around like 10 or 4, and I was like and like we had went to the bus stop in Oakland, and I had got on the bus and all this and all that, and I had texted my dad. I was like, I'm sorry for like all that and all that, and like sorry that I was a failure and stuff like that. Like I wasn't doing right and stuff like that. He was like, it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a lot of stuff. But he was mainly like, it's not your fault. You can come back again. Just you know what I'm saying, like all that. And I was like, yeah, you right. But honestly, mentally, I was more like I would have rather move in with Bri and his people and get a job in Kansas then you know what I'm saying, then like retry it again. Only time I'll probably go to Cali is like for a visit, or if I really got my money stacked, or this YouTube stuff helps me blow up, and then boom, like, you know what I'm saying, like I stay out there. But I'm not trying to make this video to criticize my dad or nothing like that. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I love my dad to death. Like, don't get me wrong. I love my stepmom to death. I love all my family from the ground up. Oh yeah, matter of fact, I'm skipping ahead. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the 3-day bus ride. I literally stayed up. I stayed up the first day. Like, I didn't get no sleep. I stayed up. I literally stayed up cause we went from Oakland to Los Angeles, and that was like maybe like 7 hours or something. It was a very long time, but I stayed up until I sit on the bus by myself. I'm not touching nobody. Make sure my phone is charged. Everything. Listening to music, doing the best that I can. And I would call Bri, because you know Bri my guy, and Malik was in a relationship at the time, so 9 times out of 10 he wouldn't be able to, you know, me and him wouldn't even be able to link up and be on the phone and nothing like that. No homo. But yeah, so me and Bri would just get a laugh in and all this, all that. Then I call my mom. No, I text my mom and tell her like where I am, and like, you know what I'm saying. I may be old. Well, I may be, you know, 21, but I'm still the baby in my mom's. Like, I'm still the baby basically. And yeah, so like literally first day I stayed up. Second day stayed up. Third day I kind of dozed off a little bit because I was staying up literally 3 days straight, no sleep. I was feeding myself off literally candy, chips, water, and like I think I bought like 3 things of water and 2 sodas. Like literally I was staying up off that. I was literally I wasn't starving myself, but I was just, you know what I'm saying, I was protecting myself from like whatever could happen. Like random things could happen in my life. But yeah, so third day I literally got off the bus from we was in Shreveport, and the bus had dropped me off on Grambling campus, and I had walked home. So keep in mind that I was on a 3-day bus ride, and then on top of that, I think it was maybe like a 11-minute walk to my house, or 12, maybe 15-minute walk, but it wasn't far. And like I'm talking about, bro, I'm tired, I'm sore. I need to I couldn't take no shower. Like I really couldn't take no shower. So what I did was I literally got home, threw my suitcase in my room, literally just boom, hopped right in the shower, took a shower, bro. I went straight to sleep, unbothered, none of that. I woke up, said hey to my mom. She was like, "Oh, you got here?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's been a minute, but that was completely a struggle. Thank you to 54 subscribers, bro. I kind of been looking at my YouTube studio, and apparently 67.2% aren't subscribed. So if you can share this video and subscribe, just hit the button, bro. You ain't gotta hit the noti bell, but subscribe, please. Just like, share, subscribe again, and I'm out. Peace.